Hello YouTube, jwsolarusa. Just want to show you what the system is doing right now here in Minnesota. We are making a whole lot of power, and look at that, 7 kilowatt hours. So we're in load and we're doing all our thing. The system is still doing great. So tell me guys what you think and what your thoughts are about the system. So all the system get dialed in pretty much good, so no worries about anything. I know if the power goes down, I'm not gonna be out of power. If something happened, I'm not gonna be out of power. The thing is, some people say if the sun doesn't shine, what you gonna do? Well, the clouds are there, but the system can still picks up some power because of the I have very efficient panels, and which they can see on even low light. It can bring power. Now we just have a clouds out there that's really taking some power. Well, even with the clouds, it's cloudy now, and we still bring it 33 amps at 900 and something. So the system don't even wind down to 100 or 200. So we still in good shape with this. We got this all dialed in. I said we because my wife and I, she's my apprentice, so we know exactly what we use, what we don't use, what we should use, and what we can't just use because we want to use power. Okay. My air conditioning is not tied up into this because my air conditioning is 240 volt, and my system is not 240, it's 120, because the Cooltech or the Outback, they're all 120. It's not 240, so I don't want to do any conversion because I can buy the kit and stick it in there to give me the 240, but I don't want to, because I've heard some stories, people are saying it doesn't last long because it tends to work so much to do the conversion, which it get burnt out. So if I really want a 240 desperately, I would just buy another one and get 120 from each leg, then run my system. But really, my system is my stove, which is a 240, and my washer is 120, and the stove is 240. So it's just two things: the stove and the the air conditioning, which I'm gonna convert that air conditioning into 120 anyway, so that I can able to run it through the solar. Yeah, I just install another window air conditioning so that I can run 120 instead of 240. All right, so this is how the system runs. You know, in the command center, jwsolarusa. Sorry for the handshake. You know, like a perfect weather today, but the system is still doing its job, maintaining everything right. We're in absorption mode right now, folks, and everything seems to look pretty good. So tell me what your thoughts are and all, what you think and what you think I should do, or what else you guys want to see next. Then I'll go about it. All the same, I think I'm pretty happy. I'm happy. If I said I think, then I'm skeptical. I'm happy with the system. Okay, because I built the system, I put it in, you know, I do all the analyzing and all whatever. So I just dial the system the way I want it, and I know exactly what the system can do, what the system can't do. With the maximum power point tracking, MPPT, you don't have to have a lot of panels, because by that the panel's gonna sit there, don't do much, you know, just bluffing there or whatever. You have to put a lot of loads. Or like folks, most of the time I'm not home. Me and my wife are not home, so we don't use power that much. So that's why I want to get the air conditioning converted to 120. I can put maybe window air conditions for just probably cool the living room or cool the bedroom. You know, I can keep on running the central air, which is taking 240, is a lot of power, and I know it's gonna cool down the house completely. But probably you guys will say, why didn't you just use a grid tied? I don't want to go grid tied. I don't want to give them people my money at all. My house is partial off grid, which I like to keep my power, like you guys seen here. I want to make sure that I still have reserve power. Anything happen, I still have power, and I don't want to put the power to the grid, because putting it there is just a disaster. And then people are greedy. I don't want my machines to be working really hard, you know, for just selling power back there. Folks, I've been there, I've done it, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, if you want to do it, that's fine, good for you. And I'm not doing that anymore, you know, because putting more power, the charge controller is going to be running hard, the classic, the Outback, and my batteries as well. They keep pulling excess power, goes back to these, and batteries are trying to fill up all the time. I don't care if my batteries are full and power just sitting there idling there. I know I have power. So all what is going to be running later, they are just like phantom powers. They take a little bit, and the battery is going to still sit at 100%. So just from experience with the power company, you know, I don't want to get tied up. I don't want to tie up myself into anything that, you know, I can get out easily, you know. So it's fine. And for the rate here in Minnesota, it's not that much, not good compared to all the other guys there. Remember, winters there are really kind of hard. So what about if I don't make enough power, you know? And I still have to, you know, fill the demands for the grid, but which of course I want to make sure that my battery first. If I don't need something, I'm not just gonna use it. So get my batteries topped up, and when it's too cold or maybe less sun, we just adjust ourselves from using a lot of power to just little power. So I have all kind of devices. If something happen, we can able to run off like little check out my thing, my cooler thing. I can able to cool things there. I use it for driving vacations. I have all little units I can use, a little television, 8 inches TV, just like a tablet. Is a digital tuner on it. I made a video on that, check it out. And I can do all little stuff. My house light bulbs are all powered with a DC. It's not powered AC bulb. So from there is the losing of efficiency. Taking power from the battery DC and convert it, goes to the inverter, convert it, and give you AC, then you use the bulbs. And which it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm running DC to DC, is very efficient. From the batteries, direct, no conversion, nothing. It's just fine. Well, this is the way I'm wrapping up the video, you guys. JW Solar USA, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Bye bye.